Hello friends, welcome back. It's time for another episode of BigDenoPlays Primal. I don't know what episode we're on, but it's getting close now. We're on chapter 8 of this campaign, and we shall face off against the bug, Ozew, the little beetle man. Bzzz. So at this late stage, we're adding the lightning component to the game, but we'll see if that is something that we get to actually incorporate. Ticked over great milestone with this game. We've got the full core game painted, which is great. 1, 2, 3. And then we've just got the remaining expansion monsters to paint from Venom, Ice and Feather. Then we're all clear. So, bit of fun. Yeah, obviously pretty frothing on the game. I'm sure many of you are aware of that already from the fact that I've been playing it non-stop. So, yeah. All right, let's talk. So I've gone for some gear to align with the weaknesses of this monster here. I've not done so here. So once again, our little tanky Legionnaire is getting absolutely shafted. But that's okay because he's got 37 health. I've tapped out a lot of my gear to craft this stuff. We've not had. I've got the crafting I did with my friend in the campaign. We just sort of crafted whatever we wanted, and it was fine. And now that I've done the crafting more properly in this campaign, you kind of can do that with a caveat that you can only do that for if you've got enough of the specific monster resource like the crystal or the fire or whatever. So if you don't have that, that's the part that you need. So I know that sounds dumb, but I went to use 2 bone gear last game and I didn't have any bone. I instead had crystal. So long story short, what I'm trying to say is I like the crafting. It's just enough to be interesting, but not too much that it's like an overwhelming part of the game like it is with Kingdom Death. And that's not fair to say it's overwhelming, but it's certainly a major part of what you're thinking about. And the thing I'm really appreciating about this game versus Kingdom Death versus Aeon Trespass is just the real pick up and play nature of it. You know, you don't need to have a whole lot of stuff. I'm playing a campaign, but I could have just played 10 individual expeditions and it would have been, you know, just as easy and just as much fun. So it's something I really appreciate at the game, and I'll probably talk about that a little more in an episode very soon. So, Ozew, let's look at his bits. Resistant means we can't kick down to the next stance, needing 50 to damage him, but from any direction. Permanent, at the end of the round, each player in a marked sector suffers damage times 2 unless they reveal 2 greens from their hand. Also permanent. At the start of the round, reveal the top card of the Rumble deck. That card becomes the active Rumble card. And finally, hit the horn. If you're in the front sector, inflict blind. Blind means we get to cancel one of these if we play blue, red, red. And that's an important thing for me to keep in mind because blind was something I played with Mira and Whaley and I, and it was awesome, and it was really impactful in this one because what we want to do is turn that off. That's a bad thing for us. All right, so the first sector that we will be staring into is the front and the flank. So someone's copying it, potentially. We're going to consume for both of our people using our new thing that we just picked up. Oh, actually, I just realised that you don't get these back. I mean, worst case, we go into. I probably wouldn't have taken them into the next one anyway. Yep, let's do it. Let's just go for. We'll just go for the Slash Storm. I might give both of them to him actually, because he's the one that's really impactful on Berserker or otherwise. And then we'll just go with a Hatrox here. Level 2 Hatrox would be fine. Level 3 Hatrox rather will be fine. It's +8, +9 damage, I think. Anyway, I normally try to do this stuff off camera, but I just remembered that potions are one and done. And I don't want to waste my potion on this when we could save it for the final battle. Fight! There we go. Final round. Fight. We're on turn 1. So we'll consume our potion, which means Slash Storm is flipped. And over here, we'll be triggering this at the start of the first turn with Legionnaire. The active player reveals a random card. Cool. So we'll just add our 2 struggle to start us off. I better deal out our 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, agility. Nice. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Green, green, green. Well, at least we can avoid that the damage if we want to. Oh, this attack inflicts vulnerable. Alright, we've got some choices. So, we're triggering this. The active player reveals a random card from their hand. If it's offensive, we discard it. It's not offensive. It is defensive, which means he gains 1 struggle. That is it. So this one is when a player plays a card with an aggro. This one is when a player is threatened, and this one is when we end up with no cards in our hand. So we will kick off here. We're going to play this green, which is a Legionnaire's. We're going to discard a blue. Agility, if you pay with a blue, draw 2. 1, 2. We are going to move though, sorry. So we're going to move with this last resilience over here to the Bethanius, because I'm not a doofus. So we can't do that, we can't do that. Yep, cool. And then I think we will play a Pulsating Fury, which is a blue, and that will allow us to, if you're the aggro player, draw cards equal to the current stance. Very good. So we're down to 2 aggro. We haven't triggered anything yet because neither of these are aggro. Do we play Perseverance and discard Feint and draw 1, or do we just hold on there and hope that our Iron Plate will defend us and keep some stamina for next turn? When a behaviour card is revealed, you may discard this to cancel it and confuse the monster. I think we can afford to take the damage, you know. We're just not going to have any greens left. No, we'll hold. We'll hold there. So we added a token to Tactician because we played a blue. So over here, he's going to flip a 1. We have the option to discard that. We will not. And that is it. At the end of our action phase, we could reveal a blue. We can't. Oh, reducing the attrition damage you suffer by 1. 1, 2. Shield wall. Ozew turns to face. Alright, so we don't really want to move with Darion. But if we don't move, then Ozew will zap us with this card. But I think we'll handle that. I think we'll take this card. Ozew gets +3 until the end of this turn. That is not ideal. So that is when he becomes threatened. We do not want to proc that. Okay. So I think we play this green, which is a retreat, draw 2, and we're going to discard our Guardian Blade to draw 2. 1, 2. So if we play this, we assist Berserker. Do we have a taunt? No taunt. Berserker would be nice. While your mastery is focused, ignore the stamina cost of this card. I don't really want to play my 2 greens. Well, that's fine. We're going to be in a protected sector, so we don't need to worry about it for him. That's good. Okay. We'll play an evasive step. And we're going to discard this blade reflex, I think. Now we'll discard aggressive charge to draw, search your deck for a red and add it to your hand. This one is 0 red, I think. Blind Rage is a 0 red. Battle Cry. Yep, we'll take Battle Cry. Oh, I forgot to do something at the start of my turn, which I can do every turn, using my Crystal Helm, and I'm going to do it now because I forgot about it. I'm going to name red. I look at the top 3 cards. If any of them are red, I can add them to my hand. One of those cards to my hand. We'll play this one. We'll put these back on our top of the deck in any order. That's good. Okay. Now, are any of these? Yeah, none of these. That's awesome. Okay. So we'll play Battle Cry, which is a red. So that's going to deal 8 damage. I just realised that we haven't done any damage yet. Not ideal. And because we're now Berserker, if we play a red, we can draw a card. And we put a red on top. Do I have my assist to allow me to do it? I don't. Maybe I just keep Precise Strike in the hand. Yep, so we'll play Double Slash, we'll discard Counter Strike. So that'll allow us to draw a red. Dragon Descent. If the next card you play in your sequence is a red, reduce its stamina cost by 1. That's another 8. We're at 16. We'll play Blade Reflex. Now we'll play Dragon Descent. And what we're going to do is we're going to increase that cost by 1. If you do increase the damage that attack deals by 12. No, I'm going to keep both of those in hand actually. I need to pay one of those. Blade Reflex. Dragon Descent. Draw a card. It's our blue. So increase the damage the attack deals by, it's now 6 for each other card with slash in your sequence. So it's there. So it's 6 and 8, 14, that's 30. So 30 damage in our first swing. That is the end of the round. That does have an aggro. All right, well, let's see what this one does anyway. Ozew gets +2 until the end of this turn. What I really like is when Ozew has +5 to his damage. Okay. Did I fit? No, I don't think I did. I think I had. He's not gonna. He is gonna move. No, he is gonna move. Okay, I'm gonna retract that Dragon Descent because all of my attack was around not triggering the aggro. Prepared for it, played for it, and didn't get. So what was I on 16? Like a doofus. Okay, so that's it. So that's it. We're going to draw our cards. So we're drawing 2 because we're threatened. We have 2. And we have 1. So we'll take 0 damage. These will all go away. And we will draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can move. I had 2 cards in my hand. So I'm going to gain 2 stamina tokens. And that is all she wrote. So, end of the round, let's have a look. At the end of the round, if a player is in a marked sector, they suffer damage times 2 unless they reveal a green from their hand. Well, fortunately, or 2 greens rather, we have 2 greens. It was a great plan. So this goes away. We go to the second turn. We're going to do this. We're going to behaviour refresh this away and bring in a rampage. And then we're going to flip a new one of these, and that will be the same. So we have the option to consume. I'm not going to consume here. Geez, I really am in some trouble here. Okay, we can search our discard pile for a card of our choice and add it to our hand. I reckon we'll bring agility back in. So can we avoid triggering any cards? Possibly. So we'll play agility straight up. Sorry, do we want to move? No, I think we'll stay there with the healing plant. So if I just don't move with both of them, yeah, so we'll stay where we are. So yeah, agility, green, discarding of blue allows us to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. We'll play tempo, which is a blue. That adds our second token to our tactician and removes a struggle. And then we'll play shield block. Yep, no, that's silly. Let's make an attack. Concentrated attack. Discarding these 2. Choose another player. The damage in this attack is increased by 3 for each red in that player's discard pile. So it's 6 plus 7 is 13, 29. That's it. We also remove a struggle because we played blue-red. And we would also heal 3, however we've sustained no damage. That is it. We trigger this. What is it? Oh, he gets +2 damage till the end of the turn, and then we get a rampage. The aggro must recycle 2 random cards from their hand. That's bad. Boom, boom. 1 green, come on. No, 2 greens. All other players must recycle 2 colours of those same cards from their hands. 0 greens. So 1, 2, 3. We've got 1 defence card in our thing. So, and we have our iron plate. It's a 1, we are not going to discard that. It's a 1, we are safe. Aggro, aggro, aggro. Do we have a taunt? I ended with 2 cards in my hand, and so I can take a stamina, but I have no taunt. I reckon we might do it anyway. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to name a red. 1, 2, 3. We cannot do any of those, but we'll put that one on top of our deck. We're moving over to the rock. That doesn't matter, but we can avoid attrition damage if we fail. Ooh. If you are in a flank sector, you may pay a red as the next card in the sequence without paying its stamina cost. I've retracted. I've changed my mind. We'll stay right there. Thank you very much. I don't have any. I'll assist over here to allow me to draw the Berserker. I'm going to play Berserker, spending a stamina. I'm still this. It's back at 3. This is such an amazing game with so many little things to keep track of. I love it. Okay, so we played blue. So we've done that. Now, we can draw one or heal one when we play that card. So we'll draw one. Boom. So we'll play Deflecting Blade, which is a yellow. Again, discarding our stamina. Search your deck for a card with slash and add it to your hand, then reshuffle your deck. Any slashes left? We do have a Jumping Slice. We'll go with a Jumping Slice, I think. Okay, so now we want to apply Vulnerable. So we're a Berserker. So we're going to play Precise Strike, which is a red. And we're going to discard this Rapid Slash and this Quick Attack. So that's going to deal base weapon damage, which is 8. And this is going to deal 8, which is 16, which is 45. Allows us to draw a card. But now we will trigger this. If the active player is in a marked sector, we are not, fortunately. So now, let me just quickly, slightly play that back. So we're going to play slash to the flank, and we're going to do the blue. Quick attack. So that removes struggle. And then, because we've got precise strike in play, now we can play that for free. So now we'll play a Jumping Slice, discarding our Rapid Slash. Over here, Deno. This deals 9 damage, which will go up to 9. 9 plus 8 is 17. So that is going to be 52, 62. So we're going to be down at 12. I'm going to do our first wound. But now, draw a card. We'll finish it with Dragon Descent. Did I remember to draw a card? I'm pretty sure I did. I didn't do that. I didn't start and add a slash to my hand. And we'll put double slash in my hand. That's relevant because I am going to pay 3 of these to make the attack deal 12. And then that also deals 6 for each other card with slash. 12 and 12 is 24, plus the 8 is 32. So it's going to be 64 damage, which is 76. So we'll go down to 26. And another wound. And when we play that, we draw a card. We haven't increased our things, so reduce. Yep, that's fine. So attrition, we got that. So we're going to gain a stamina token. It's a 1, can you believe it? It's a 2. So we suffer 5 damage. These all go away. And then we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No! He turns to face. And then we take 10 damage because we can't reveal 2 greens. It's okay. It was worthwhile, I think. I think. So he's got 26. All right, so we're moving on to this turn. He's going to gain 2 struggle. We're going to behaviour refresh both of these 4s off. And do this and this. So we are starting our turn in the front. Could be fine. We do have a card with slash in our hand. So we're here. All right. So we're a 1 in 5 chance of not discarding a card. We're discarding a card. Can we avoid? No. Okay, we're starting our turn, so we know that we do not have a single red left in there. 1, 2, 3, I don't think so. Oh, it's the start of the round. I need to flip a new one of these. What do we got? The only safe sector is the rear. Okay. We'll nominate green. Sure. So we're going to take empty fade and put it in our hand. We know we've got 2 yellows. We're going to spend our stamina to move over to here. So we're not going to suffer any damage this turn. That aggro thing is just extra damage. So we've done that. Wrath of Blood is that. Pressing Draw is that. Yeah, I reckon we might do this. We'll play Pressing Strike, and we're going to discard this green. So that's draw 2, and it removes a struggle. We draw our 2 yellows, which then will deal 3 damage to us. Early punishment here. Got a rock up our sleeve. We've procced this card, which we know is just he gets +2 damage. And then we're also proccing this card, which is we must recycle 2 cards from our hands. So 1 is a red, 1 is a yellow. So we have to recycle a red over here. We'll just recycle this one. Nice. And then draw 2. 1, 2. Okay, that's interesting. Probably just Probably just going to go for the cards over here, I think. He gains a struggle. Red, yeah. So we will just... What did I drop there, Deno? We'll play Guardian Blade. It's a yellow. We'll discard Empty Fade. And then we'll play Reactive Guard. I'll discard this blue. We haven't seen the 3 yet, have we? No, so we're a 1 in 3 chance that that will not be enough. But that's fine. We'll end our turn. Don't be the 3. Yeah, so we're safe. We don't have to use the rock. When you avoid attrition damage... Oh, when you suffer attrition damage, you may spend a stamina to reduce that by 1. We're holding 1 card in hand, so we're going to gain 1 stamina. These go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, but no slash. Do we have a slash in here? We do, so we could get our pressing strike back if we can do that. So it might be time to ale more. Let's think about it. Unfortunately, little Bugman rotates to face us, which means he procs this. The active player must reveal a card. So we do actually reveal that yellow, but then we discard it, which means we'll draw 1 more. Ooh, cool. Have not done anywhere near enough damage at this point in time, but it's turn 3 and we're hopefully going to get him down now. So we're going to... Do we have an assist? We do have an assist, but geez, I love that. 3. We don't have Berserker, so let's play an assist. Let's play an assist here. We draw a card. Alright. Not what I was hoping, but we're going to stand still, so we would heal, but we've taken no damage. That doesn't trigger any of these. We're then going to play a push. It's a blue. We're going to get a 3rd marker on our tactician. And to do that, we're going to spend this Shield Dance and a stamina. That's going to allow us to draw 1. Suffer 3 damage down to 34. Alright, next turn is potion turn, I think. 2. Alright. We'll now play Rally, which is a yellow, and we'll discard this. We'll choose a player to draw 1. We'll choose us. We'll then play Snare, discarding this red. And then we'll play Shield Wall, discarding this blue. And that is the end of our Shield Wall. We don't need to discard the blue, sorry. We can keep that. So that's our turn. We know that we're not going to trigger damage. It's the 0 or the 3, but we've played 3. And so we will, very fortunately, we won't worry about healing. We'll put this Rapid Dash on top of our deck. Because of Snare, we deal weapon damage for each defense in our sequence. 1, 2, 3. So it's 21. No. 47. No. Why did I think that was going to be enough? No. That's okay. That was still a good way of playing that turn. So 3 damage is going to trigger our next thing. Reveal the blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Ozew turns to face here. And then he's going to do his damage from the marked sectors. We have 2 greens, and so we suffer no damage. And that is the end of that round. So we move down here. We go to 5 struggle. We behaviour refresh this card. And it is Lejonar's turn. At the start, search your discard pile for a card of your choice and add it to your hand. We will add push. We know that one just does damage. Do I actually have... Yep, it's fine. I'm going to trigger this. Starting in front, the active player reveals a random card. If it is an offensive card, they discard it. So we kind of want it to be an offensive card here. It is a defense card. We keep it. He gains a struggle. That means he's going to unleash. So we're both going to suffer 3 damage. Mind you, I'm going to heal 3 damage because I'm starting in the turn with the Bethanus. Are we moving? Are we moving? Yeah, we'll discard this Perseverance. We do need to flip a new one of these. Be the one that's the one I want. It is this one, yes. So this is the turn when you can go hammer and tong. So if I don't move, I become threatened. Yep, so we'll move. We'll discard our green. I'm going to move to here, down the bottom. Lejonar. We're going to play a push, which is an opening. I'm going to discard this yellow. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. It flips our Tactician. Removes the struggle. It's an aggro, so we'll trigger this, but we know that that is just add +2 damage until the end of this turn. And then we'll play agility, which is a green, and we'll discard this blue. Allows us to draw 2. 1, 2. How many blue cards do you want, Deno? And then we'll play Golden Opportunity, which is blue, so removes that. And then I was going to potion this turn, wasn't I? That's fine. We'll keep it for now. Choose a player to reveal 2 from their hands and deal weapon damage. So we've triggered the next stage, and that is the resistant stage. So we're flipping to stance 2. Boom. Resistant. When revealed, all players become dazed and then place lightning on top of the behaviour deck. Dazed is if you play a blue card, it does nothing. We'll play tempo. It does nothing, but it clears that. We'll play rapid dash. Just starting us off with 7 damage. And it also lets us heal for 3 because we have that. We will keep 2 cards in hand, which means we get a stamina. We can reveal a blue. We can search our discard pile for the card of our choice and put it on top of our deck. Snare it is. And that is the end of our turn. It's an attrition check time. It's a 1. We did move, so we can take the 1. We have 1 defense card. We are fine. Ozew turns to face. No, I think I'm going to retroactively go back in Imperia because I did want to go hard this turn. Mind you, I've ended with a fucking ordinary hand. Drawing 1, 2, 3, 4. Assist. So we've got a failing to move on top of the deck. So let's move using our stamina into the rear. Yeah, this is actually going to be probably a pretty good turn. So we'll look at the top 3 cards of our deck and we're looking for a red. So we've got Vulnerable, Berserker. We need Berserker. No slashes, so we don't get a free slash. Oh, I've got so many good choices here. So let's do this. Let's go Dragon Dash, decrease the cost of the next card you play by 1. Then we'll play Evasive Step, so that's 2 greens. Evasive Step is free because of that. Search your deck for a red and add it to your hand. We'll go with Berserker. Then shuffle your deck. Okay, we will then play Berserker. Battle Cry, so that's going to deal 8 damage. So we're at 15. What do we need to do now? 18. We need to do 36. Oh, this is annoying. Alright, we'll play Final Breath, which is a green. We're going to discard these 2. And that allows us to draw up to our hand size limit, +1. And we still haven't triggered anything here. And deal our base weapon damage, which is 8. 23. Oh, this has been a good turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. I'm a bit annoyed here because I was expecting us to draw another red. So we'll do a Precise Strike, which inflicts Vulnerable. And we'll play Blade Reflex and we'll keep those 2. We'll play those 2. If this is a red, it's a great play. It's a great play. Okay, so that attack inflicts Vulnerable and it's going to deal 8 damage, which means we're on 31. This is resistant, but that doesn't mean anything. We have a sequence limit of 6, don't forget. We'll play a double slash, which costs us 1, but we will discard 2 cards for it. 1, 2. And because we've discarded 2 cards for it, it's effectively damage 20, thanks to our Dragon Claw, which we can double to 40, which is 71, which is 36, and 36 is 72. So we have 31 damage, and we've done a wound. and we did not trigger a single card. Because we played a red, we draw a card. We end with 2 cards in hand, which means we gain 2 stamina. We've got 3 cards for our attrition check. We're fine. Good turn. And we will draw 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're suffering 3 damage. 1. We did not play a single aggro card, which is so good. So good. So good. I got you. Bum, 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 wow. I'm pretty sure I remembered to do this last turn, but behaviour refresh. The rampage goes away. This damage goes away. This card goes away. But behaviour refresh, yep, just the front. So this automatically triggers. Ozew gains 2 struggle. The aggro player suffers damage unless they discard a green from their hand. We will not discard the green. We will just suffer the damage, which is 3. So we're at 34. This comes in and he's on 5 struggle. We're going to use our Aylmore to heal up 12 and go to 15. That feels pretty good actually. Over here, crazy stuff. And these get shuffled. Oh, don't be like that. Do we want to use a potion? Yeah, I think we will. I think we'll use an Imperia here to draw 2. 1, 2. Okay, that feels pretty good. We search our discard pile and add a card to our hand. Probably this push. Yep. And then we are starting our turn in the front, which means we trigger this. Okay, so that's going to cause an unleash, which is going to be 3 damage, 12 and 31. The active player must recycle all reds in their hand. Quite annoying. So we have to recycle 1 card into a red. This lightning bolt comes in again, and we trigger it again. He gains 2 struggle. We suffer damage unless we discard a green from our hand. We'll discard this green from our hand, which allows us to draw 1. But we then suffer our weapon damage to 28. We will move over here to the rock. And we're just gonna keep playing defensively, I think. So we're definitely suffering the damage this turn. But I think we're really fine. Oh yeah, and he's back up to 4 struggle. So yeah, we're gonna start with opening. And we'll discard this teamwork. So that discards 1, and we draw 2. 1, 2. And then I reckon we just snare it up. Snare. Cost 1. Rally. We'll choose ourselves to draw a card because we've got Tactician. With Rally, we will play Shield Dance. Perseverance. Discarding Counterattack. And then attack plan to finish us off. We finish with 2 cards in hand. He draws a 2. We will pin him for 28 damage, which means he's going to have 27. He's down to 5 wounds on turn 5. So we're on pace. We're on pace to get it done. So I didn't play blue, red, red. He turns to face. Snare plan is actually pretty damn good. 1, 2. So we have our attack plan on top, which means that all damage by any source is increased by 3. We've got a taunt, so we will potentially taunt. After he's done. Let's name a red and have a look and see if we've got a red. 1, 2, 3. We don't have a red, so we'll put this on top. We will move for 1, so we don't proc this. Down to the healing section. We spent 1 of our stamina there. We'll spend our other stamina to play Berserker, and we will use that to... let's heal for 3 actually. I don't think this is the turn we're going bunta. We'll go for a jumping slice. We'll discard this blue. So that increases our attack damage by 3 times 3, which is 9, plus 8 is 27, and then plus another 3 is 30. So that's 57 of 36, so that's 21 as we move into what is likely to be the next stage. But we trigger this, boom. We are not in a marked sector. We know that one just increases his damage. We're okay with that right now. But that is going to trigger it with a rapid dragon descent. So do we need to play that Deno? What does that do? That just adds +2 damage. If I do that, I'm going to trigger that one. I'd probably prefer to not have +2 damage, actually. I think we're going to hold. Hold! 2 cards in hand, 2 stamina. We are definitely going to suffer an attrition check damage here. So that is going to be 3, 1, 2, 3. These go away. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll be able to draw one of these cards into hand thanks to slash. End of the round, unfortunately, our I did play, yep, so we'll taunt. So we take the aggro, he turns to face. So he's then going to hit us. We don't have 2 greens, we only have 1 green, so we're going to slide in with 6 damage to take us down to 22. And that's the end of the round. I did play a blue there, so I can't remember. I think I did that. Maybe not. We'll just leave it at 3. If I forgot, I forgot. This is going to go down. We're going to behavior refresh this. And we're going to shuffle this deck. At the start of the round, we'll be the top card of the Rumble deck. What do we get? We get... oh, the good one. It's in the flanks. Well, I reckon we stay right where we are. And we're going up to 5 struggle. Potion. No potion. Do we have an assist to give? Is an assist going to help us? We can add a card back into our hand, so let's add our opening to allow us to draw 2 cards. And we will play push, which is an opening. We will discard shield wall for the moment. We're not moving, so we take a threatened token. So draw 2, 1, 2, yes. Yes, this could be very good. We remove a struggle. He triggers this card. Oh look, it's get +2 damage until the end of the turn. Knowing what their cards do actually really makes a difference now that I think of it. Sounds obvious, doesn't it? So if we go yellow into red, we can remove 2 struggle and we can do some stuff there. I'd really, really like to use that. But let's do agility with a green, discarding that. Draw 2, 1, 2. How many aggro cards do we have in our pile? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 12 damage if we play that. So I think we'll go resilience, and we're going to discard aggro strike and this stamina. Deal damage to the monster equal to the damage that you currently sustain. We currently sustain 15 damage, which means we do 36, which is the precise amount that we need to trigger the next stage card. And now we're on for some fun. And by that, I mean, I don't know how I'm going to organise all this into the viewing area. Reveal the top 2 cards of the swarm deck and bring them into play. Then remove the hit the horn objective from the game. All right, so we'll put them here. So was it top 3? Oh, so we need to do 30 damage, but we need to kill all 3 of these first. All peril cards in play are immune to blind. At the end of the round, Ozew gains 1 struggle for each player in a marked sector, and the first card each player plays in each sequence is considered to be blank. That one sucks. You little beetle idiot. So he's doing a chunk of damage to us, but he's not. Shielded struggle. Shielded strike. Pulsating fury. We'll discard both of these. That allows us to remove 2 struggle. And because our mastery is procced, this will deal an additional 6 damage, which is 13. And we're going to put 13 on this little doofus here. 5, 5. 1, 2, 3. And so this card is the one that we desperately need to get rid of. So we need to do 17 damage to wipe that card. We are triggering this card now because we emptied our hand. No marked sectors. But now we reveal the top card of the Rumble deck, which is awful. Front and rear. We're dealing 2 cards, a 2 or a 1. So we will take the 2. We have 2 defensive cards. So we are fine. We're going to suffer 3 damage to take us to 19. 1, 2. Feel under control. 3, 4, 5. Do we have 2 greens? No. All right, this comes here. We are going to 3 aggro, 3 struggle rather. Darion heals for 3 because he's starting his turn in the Bethanus. He still has his dazed, but that might work for us here. So we'll look at the top 3 cards of our deck and see if any of them are reds. No, no, yes. Then we can add a card with slash to our hand because we have slash. So we'll play this jumping slice. We'll move over here to the rock sector, and then we will play a rapid assist, which is a blue, and it does absolutely nothing, but it wipes out this, and it's the first card of the sequence, thanks to Swarm. Voice of the Dragon. I would really like a Berserk here, but I'm not going to get it. Alright, this might be a good turn actually. We'll play Blind Rage, and we will do 8 damage, but we can spend that to make it 20, which will just kill that Swarm, and that is a good one for us to kill. Get out of here, Swarmy. So 2 swarms to go now. 1 struggle for each player in a marked sector. And then all cards in play immune to blind. Players cannot assist or taunt. I think we'll probably go this one next. We'll play Voice of the Dragon. We'll discard a green. At the end of the... we can't taunt. Do I have a taunt over here? I don't have a taunt. So is it worth us playing the reds, or do we just hold? I reckon we might hold for the moment. I think we might hold. So we'll just play Heavy Clash, and we'll discard Jumping Slice. That removes a struggle, and that's it. We'll keep 1 card in hand, which means we have 1 stamina, and we can reduce attrition damage by spending a stamina. So yes. So let's see what we get. We do get the 3, which is 5 damage. We'll discard the rock that is over here to do no damage, and that feels pretty good. We didn't play an aggro, so he doesn't turn to us. He stays facing our tank. Our tank will suffer 10 damage to go down to 9. That is awful. We can't block that with the rock. We don't have 2 greens, but we can heal now with our Aylmore. Do we hold off for 1 more turn though? This goes to here, this goes to 3. We trash this. We place this. We are going to proc this, and then this. So the active player reveals a random card from their hand. If it is an offensive card, they discard it. Otherwise, Ozew gains a struggle. It is, so we discard it. Great. Potion. Potion. No potion. It's a risk. The aggro player must recycle 2 cards at random from their hand. I don't like that. A red and a blue. No, Pulsating Fury is one I wanted to keep. Alright. I didn't draw up here, but I do have to discard a red and a blue. 1, 2, 3. So this is discarded from my hand, so we deal weapon damage. 1, 2. And we will do 8 to this guy. And that's it. Alright, so I think I am going to discard these. So we have aggro, threatening and emptying cards. So I think I'll move by discarding Feint from my hand. So that will allow me to move. I'm going to move to here. This is a risk, but we'll see. Deal damage equal to the monster you currently sustain. That is nice. That could be a good play. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this blue, and that allows both of us to draw cards. Tempo. Remove. Remove. And he draws a card as well. Then yeah, we'll play Last Breath. I'm going to discard Shielded Strike. So that's deal damage equal to the damage you currently sustain. It's going to knock this next swarm out. No carryover from swarms, unfortunately. 1 swarm to go, 30 damage, and then we can finally start attacking the bug. Frankly, I find the thought of a bug offensive. Where is our marked sectors, actually? It's everywhere but the rear. That was potentially a mistake, don't know. Moving to there. We'll see. Oh, there we go. I'll play Rally. Choose a player to immediately move without paying any stamina costs. I've actually got my Shimmering Boots. No, I'll keep both of these. So, not threatened. We've played 1 defense card. We will take that quite graciously. And that's it. We didn't play any aggros. We know what it does anyway. 1, 2, 3. So we can assist now. Oh, what one did we trash? What one did we kill? At the end of the round, Ozew gains 1 struggle for each player in a marked sector. Yep. So I think I wanted to kill that one, but I didn't. So we'll do that, because I don't think I remembered to do that. Showdown area. We're going to move using our stamina. Then we have a card with Slash in our hand. No, we don't. But we will look for reds. 1, 2, 3. We'll take that Precise Strike. Oh. We'll do it this way. Yeah. Action. Move once per turn. You may name a colour and discard the top card of your deck. If the card matches the colour, ignore the movement cost. Yeah, so I reckon we want to go absolutely for this if we can. Got a lot of cards, but we don't have a lot of ability to draw cards. Oh yeah, we knew that was blue, and so we moved for free. So we will start with a Dragon Dash. It's a green. It's not an aggro. Reduce the stamina of the next card you play. Oh. No, I'm going to keep those 2 greens in hand. I'm just going to do Wrath of Blood. Cost 1 stamina. Come on, Dano. Get it together. All right, here we go. Here we go. Reactive Guard, 1 yellow. Playing Deflecting Blade. Then Wrath of Blood. Discarding Evasive Guardian Blade. If your health is critical, increase the damage this attack deals by 15, which is 23, and then we'll also spend 2 stamina for that to make that enough to kill the last swarm. We can now assist. We will assist here to draw a card. However, we've procced this. Oh look, he gains +2 damage until the end of the turn. However, if I've done it right, we're going to retain 2 greens in our hand, I think. So we'll play yellow, Aggressive Charge, it's Berserker, oh, sorry, that. So if we played Precise Strike, no. So we will hold there, that's going to give us 3 stamina till the next turn. We've only played 1 defense card. You'll love to see that. Bug Boy turns to face us. We suffer damage unless we can reveal 2 greens. Oh yeah. 1, 2. Oh, and now we draw 15 greens. Could have attacked, but we've got our vulnerable in hand. Do we have a slash? No. So we've avoided any damage, and we've avoided damage from that, which is great. Nobody's threatened, nobody emptied cards. So we're moving on to turn 8. He's going to go to 4 struggle. He's going to flip a new sector card, just the front sector. We're going to behaviour refresh this red. Oh. Potion time. Yep, we'll use our Aylmore because we have the 0. We just need to not die, I think, and we can win here. So that heals us up to 21. Do we have a taunt? No. Unfortunately, this triggers because we're starting with Darion. He gains struggle to unleash. The active player must recycle all reds. No! Do I have to cancel that card? No! Damn, I'm recycling my Precise Strike. How unfortunate. How many reds are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's definitely reds in the top. That's done. It then triggers this bad boy, which is the Lightning Bolt. Ozew gains 2 struggle. The active player suffers damage unless he can discard a green. I can discard a green, fortunately. And the green I will discard is Empty Fade. Alright, we will move using our stamina here over to Rocktown. And then we're going to play Draw 2 using our stamina. We're also going to check for reds here. 1, 2, 3. We'll take this red. Then we'll put these 2 back on top. Then we'll draw these 2. We'll play Pressing Strike, which is a blue, so it removes that. So we'll, yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine. And to do that, we'll discard Dragon Dash. That allows us to draw 2. So there's one of them. We go down to 12, which is actually helpful. So we'll play Battle Cry, which is a red, and it costs us nothing. We'll discard Reactive Guard, and that will then deal 12 damage additional, which is 20, and we need to do 30 to do a wound. We will then play Double Slash, and we will discard this, which will deal another 20, so it does a wound. No trigger, no trigger, no trigger. We draw a card thanks to that. We'll play Final Breath, which is a green, discarding this. If your health is critical, which it is, thanks to us cycling our deck, draw up to your hand size limit plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll play Blind Rage. It's a red, so we draw a card, and we will discard this green to do 20 damage. That's 30. He's down to there. And then Wrath of Blood. If your health is critical, increase the damage this attack deals by 15. We'll pay 2 for it. So that will be 20 plus 15, 35. Die, little bug. How cool is it being able to play 7 cards into your sequence? Darion! Darion! Slash Storm is unreal. Oh my god, do I love Slash Storm. We squished the bug under our feet. That was a good play for me. I think I got most of my stuff right there too. So let's bring up our little app. All right. So we have defeated the Sanctuary of the Storm, Ozew. We unlock the Thunder Forge, and we earned a reward card, Tempest Glare. Ooh. That's all right, but I don't know that I would take it over something that might provide a deck advantage. But it is okay. So we're going to read chapter 9. We're into level 3s. It's exciting. We get a card pool upgrade, a quest is unlocked, and a quest expired. Alright, so we can play the big Godzilla, Crystal Godzilla. I just kind of want to play this. I kind of want to play Viraxen again. He's pretty cool. What's this? Throne of the Dragon. Oh, that's the little snake guy. We're going to do the card upgrades later, but we have the Thunder Forge now, and that is interesting indeed. So let's decide who we play, and then we will finish up the episode. Yeah, so I'm kind of leaning towards either Viraxen or the big Crystal Mountain guy. I think probably the Crystal Mountain guy, Morcrass, I think is his name, because you don't get to fight him very often. Viraxen you can fight every time you want. What a great time. What a great time, friends. So getting on the campaign now, we're on to chapter 9, so we've got 3 episodes left. And it feels nice because I feel like I only started a few days ago, and now we're done. That's really cool. So enjoying the heck out of this game. Can't wait to talk about it in my end of year review and my end of campaign breakdown. So I'll catch you all then, and we'll face off against Morcrass. BigDeno out.